in your theory thing, means your theory class, I think it is taught, or if it is not taught, then it will surely be taught in some days. Okay, so I am done. I will not going into some detail of about the detailed theory. Okay, in about this RC coupled amplifier. So this is basically register capacitor coupled amplifier. Okay, so from the name, you are very much clear that it is somewhat related with some amplification. So what do you mean by that? So basically amplification is just like you are actually trying to increase the amplitude of any signal. Okay, so in your real life example, suppose you are listening to your music, okay, in your means any kind of MP3 player, or any kind of your in your TV, okay, in your radio, in your mobile phone also. So suppose you want to increase your volume, okay, then what to do? So basically there is sound wave is another signal. So you are basically so you are basically increasing the amplitude of your signal, okay, but the property remains same. Okay, so if a sine wave is there, so it will remain as sine wave. Okay, so just like that. So it will not become a cos wave or like that in a tan curve. Okay, so sine wave will remain as sine wave, but the amplitude of that wave, it will be increased. Okay, so let me share the screen with you. I am okay. First. Okay, so here it is. That is this is the name of our lab. Okay, so the name of your experiment is construction of two-stage RC coupled amplifier and study of its gain and bandwidth. Okay, so similar to your previous classes, first part will be taught by me, and the second part will be taught by your ma'am, PUIC ma'am. Okay, so now first of all, okay, although we will not going to detail theory of your RC coupled amplifier. Okay, so I am just quickly brushing up the basic principle of that. Okay, so that you can experiment this with your RC coupled amplifier. Okay, so here, what is an RC coupled amplifier? An amplifier with the multiple stages based on the necessary levels of amplification can be defined as an RC coupled amplifier. So RC means resistance and capacitor. Okay, so this amplification is basically performed with some resistance and also the capacitors. Okay, now later we will see how we can use them. Okay, so an amplifier with a multiple stage. Okay, so an RC coupled amplifier is often have some multiple stages. Okay, so in your if you do the RC coupled amplification in a single stage, there is a phase difference. Okay, so later I will discuss what is the phase difference. Okay, so that is why it is often done with some multiple stages. Okay, so at least two. Okay, 2, 4, 6, like that way. So if it is odd number of stages, so then there will be 180-degree phase difference. So okay, so we will later see what is that. Okay, so an amplifier with a multiple stages based on necessary levels of amplification. Okay, so there are some levels also about the amplification. In different levels, you can amplify your signal. Okay, and that can be defined as RC coupled amplifier. It can be connected in any transistor configuration based on the efficiency of the system. Okay, so in your any kind of transistor based systems like radio, okay, television, in all those cases, amplifier is often required. Okay, so in all those cases, amplifier is often used. Okay, so amplifier is often connected with those machines to increase the level of your signal. It is widely used in audio and video communication device. In audio device like your radio, mobile, okay, and also some. So amplifier is often used because in today's world, it is very much dependent on your. It is very much dependent with some audio visual aids. Okay, so here suppose in this class also, this is also an this is basically all the connections are done. I am also connecting with you using some audio visual aid. Okay, so in this case also this RC coupled amplifier or maybe some other kinds of amplifier is often used. Okay, so here amplifier, so you can understand that in today's world, amplifier and RC coupled amplifier is often used. Now, RC coupled amplifier is a basic type amplifier with the various stages present on it. Okay, so it is a very basic type of amplifier with some various stages present in it. Okay, so it is very basic amplifier. Okay, so as you can understand that it is done in your lab means it is basic type amplifier. So here if you in your industry you will go to, if you go to some industry, then you can see that the more complex amplifier is often used. Okay, so here but so it is a basic type amplifier, so you need to learn the things. Okay, now in other words, if we describe the RC coupled amplifier, we can say that the amplifier that consists of resistors and capacitors which act as voltage divider and couplers to form multiple stages for better amplification. Okay, so the resistors are basically used to divide the voltage. Okay, so if you connect the resistor in parallel, the voltage are basically divided. And if you use some multiple stages, some multiple amplifiers, so multiple so it is in this lab also you have to create two-stage amplifier. Okay, so in two-stage amplifier you have to connect to the two stages of your amplifier using a capacitor. So it is often termed as coupling capacitor. Okay, so as it is basically coupling means it is what should I say? It is basically joining two amplifiers. So it is basically the capacitor actually joins two amplifiers. That is why it is called the coupling capacitor. Okay, and these are the basic circuits that are present in various types of electronic equipment, especially in RF signal or any other communication device. It helps improving the signal strength through amplification. Okay, so it actually helps improving the signal strength. Okay, so whenever you are talking to your friend with using your phone, so here inside that inside the technology, this RC coupled amplifier is often used. Okay, and this is the basic circuit of that. Okay, so after I think in your mobile and on in any audio visual aid, some more complex versions of this RC coupled amplifier is used. Okay, now advantage of RC coupled amplifier. The following are the advantage of RC coupled amplifier. The frequency response of RC amplifier provides constant gain over a wide frequency range. Okay, so now I will just briefly discussing what is that. Okay, so constant gain over a wide frequency range, hence most suitable for audio amplitude. Okay, now suppose in the amount of amplification. So suppose your signal has some strength. Okay, now suppose for second one it is amplifying. Suppose it is 10x amplification. Means the signal is getting 10 times. Okay, so amplitude will become 10 times. Now at the next time, if it is 5 times, 5x, so then it is a big problem. And then suppose in the next second it is suppose 7 times. Okay, so then it will be very much problematic. Okay, so that is another reason. But for in this case, in RC coupled amplifier, okay, so the signal looks like that. Okay, so what does this mean? So here the gain is there. Okay, and the frequency is given here in this axis. So here from 0 and it is almost 50 like that, 50 and it is almost 20,000. Okay, so it is very So the range, so this mid value frequency, so here at the very beginning of the frequency, it is basically generally increasing, and after some point it is fixed, and then after some frequency, means after a very large amount of frequency, it will decrease. But this mid value frequency is very much higher. Okay, so it is 50 and it is 20,000. So I think you can understand that from 0 to 50 it is increasing, and after 50 to 20,000, so it is the percentage of this mid value frequency is very high. So that is why it is told like that. So at the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier provides a constant gain over a wide frequency range. Okay, so that is very important. So over a wide frequency range, it gives a constant gain. That actually helps the machine to understand, or machine to apply that RC coupled amplifier. The circuit is very simple and has some lower cost because it employs resistors and capacitor, which is very cheap. Okay, so you can understand that the circuit is not too much complicated. Okay, so and also here resistors and capacitors are mostly used. So resistors are also cheap and capacitors are also cheap. So it actually the entire circuit is very much cheap, and also it gives some better outputs. So that is why RC coupled amplifier is often used, and it becomes more compact with the upgrading technology. Okay, and it also become with some quite means in today's world the technology is very much upgraded. So RC coupled amplifier is actually applied to be more compact. Okay, so this technology is often used. Now the application of RC coupled amplifier. The following are the applications of RC coupled amplifier. They are excellent audio fidelity over wide range of frequency. Okay, so audio fidelity is wide it gives good amplification rate with a wide range of frequency, and widely used as voltage amplifier. Okay, so in case of amplification of voltage, it is widely used, and due to poor impedance matching, RC coupling is rarely used in final stage. Okay, so in your mid range, mid values, mid positions, the RC coupled amplifier is often used. Now the single stage amplifier. So in your lab, first we discuss something about the single stage amplifier. Then after that, we will discuss the two stage amplifier. Okay. A single stage RC coupled amplifier can be termed as a pre-amplification circuit. Okay, so the single stage amplifier is termed as pre-amplification circuit because the main actually means another amplifier is again used after the single stage. That is why it is termed single stage means pre-amplification circuit. Okay, because after that then again our amplification circuit is used. Because these circuits are designed to improve the strength of the weak signals for further amplification process. Okay, so this is basically used to design the improve the strength of the weak signals. First, it is basically strengthening the input signal. Okay, and after that, it is basically used to strengthify more. Okay, and there is also a phase change. So the output basically directly you cannot use as a as the amplified output because of the phase change. But the working principle. Now these types of amplifier in the single stage consist of the resistors R1 and R2 and the capacitor. Here the capacitor is utilized so that it can provide smoothing effect to the signal. it is capable of preventing the DC signals to enter and allow the AC one. Okay. Now, uh, now when you do the circuit, then I think you can understand that. Okay. So it is capable of preventing the DC signals to enter into the AC ones, and the resistors R1 and R2 that is connected to the input side to see the proper biasing voltage reaches to the transistor so that the amplification process starts. And the resistors that are present at the emitter and the collector are responsible to maintain the voltage drop to a minimum up to 50%. Okay, so the resistors that are present in the emitter and the collector that are responsible to maintain the voltage drop up to 50%. Okay, now with the help of the capacitor that are present in the emitter and the collector to avoid the negative feedback, because the stability is a major concern there. In this way, the single stage amplifier acts as a pre-amplifier. Okay, now this is the diagram of the circuit. Okay, so let me open my this multi-sim. Then I will just draw so that you can understand that. Okay. What we have to take first? First, we take the AC voltage. This is basically the input signal. So the input signal will be given from that. Okay, so let me pass a weak input signal. First 10 millivolt. Then we have to use the capacitor to make it 10.
So what you have used in the starting?
What?
AC voltage or DC?
So it is a AC voltage. Basically, we will provide the input signal. We will basically amplify that input signal. Okay. It is an AC voltage, not DC. DC we will pass after some time. We will let watch first, then. Suppose I We are basically choosing here the NPN transistor. Yeah, from that. Now here we will apply some DC voltage. Yes, now you just see the output here. Here it is input signal. This green voltmeter, actually the green curve is the input signal. Okay, so it is 1 kilohertz and 10 millivolt. Okay, so here the peak value is almost 10 millivolt. And at the output, we are getting this blue signal. Okay, so here you can see that the value is here almost 36. Okay, so the amplitude actually got amplified, but there is a 180-degree phase difference. Okay, so here the signal is in the positive side, but here the signal is in the negative side. Again, when the input is in negative, but it is again in positive. Okay, so here, so that is why it is actually termed as pre-amplifier. So here it is not, it basically it is not directly amplifying, but it actually changes the phase. Basically, it is changing the signal, but in the negative direction. Okay, so if it is, if circuit is, the signal is in negative form, it is becoming positive, and if the circuit is in positive, sorry, if the signal is in positive direction, the output is in negative. Okay, so this is basically the one stage amplifier. Now you would do it in your own hand first. Okay. Then after that, you will do the two stage. First, you do it in your hand, and also in your lab copy, you have to name, write the name. I think you all know that, no? The how to write the lab copy in your A4 size page. So here, no table is required. You just directly draw. So here you can divide that lab into some two steps. Where in the first step it is one stage amplifier, single stage amplifier, and in the second step you will write the two stage amplifier. So inside the one stage amplifier you have to draw both this circuit, also this circuit, and also this graph. Okay, so here you can write, you can use different colors in your pen to show the input signal and also the output signal. Okay, so but before that, you do it in your multi-sim, whether it is in offline or it is in online. You do it in your machine, and so that, and also alter these values to better understanding what is actually depending upon whom it is, basically what register is doing what. Okay, to understand that you can alter the values here. Okay, so I think then only you can learn it by doing it. Okay, so learning by doing, you can do that. Okay, so you just change the voltage also. Okay, so that you can understand, then you will have better understanding about this circuit. Okay, then for any confusion you can ask. First you do in your own hand. First you do all those. I am showing the circuit there. By seeing it, you can do. And one more thing, from nowadays, you can submit the, yeah, sorry, you have to submit your assignments in your classroom. So I had made the classroom. So we actually have made the classroom for you. Okay, so you can join the classroom using the link that I have provided in the chat box. You join, you can use that link to join into your classroom. All of you, please join in your classroom. Ankit, you have written that class not found, but actually already some of you have already joined. So I think you refresh your page, or maybe maybe some fault is in your end. You just again click, again re-enter into using that link. I think it will open because most of you have already joined. If you have any problem, then I think you should again reconsider that. You just again reconnect using that link.
One study material and one assignment.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Can you please again come again?
So one assignment and one study material is there, no?
Yes, yes. And also the submission link is also there, na? Assignment submission link is also there, I think.
Yes, sir. Sir, one Google form is there.
Yes, yes. You can also submit using that link. Actually, you have to submit it using that link only.
Sir, so we will not submit in the classroom, only in the Google form.
Basically, the Google form is there inside the classroom, na?
Yes, sir.
So you just use that for now.
Okay, okay, sir.
What's the last date for submission?
Before the next Thursday. Okay. Before your next class. 6 days is given. And how many of you have done this circuit?
All the 3 assignments we need to do.
The assignment means no. The assignments that are previously done, it is actually already there. Okay, you do not have to resubmit it. Okay, so only the third assignment, that is RC coupled amplifier, you have to submit. What have you done in this circuit? Single stage RC coupled amplifier. Ankit Kumar, can you share your screen so that I can see the circuit? You do not have to change the value. Can you share your screen, Ankit? Okay. You do not have to change the value. You just have to show the graph. Is the graph coming correctly, Ankit? Is that,
You the same thing you made, na? That only we have to make, na?
yes. Uh,
Okay.
so is that coming correctly?
Yeah, so
Okay.
making it.
Okay. Okay. Are you getting what is going on? You can see by using the change of the resistance value and also the capacitor value, you just slightly alter all those values and try to see what is the change in the output graph. Okay, those who have done, you can just slightly alter the resistance value at the output, the load resistance, and also the capacitor, and also the other resistance, also the voltage source. Okay, you just slightly alter all those values and see what are the outputs are, what are the change in the outputs are coming. How many of you have done? Only I think two have responded that. Okay, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Rest of you, please do it correctly and quickly. Okay, and tell me if your graphs are coming or not. Because it is your opportunity to do it by your hand. Okay. Now, better if you do it in your class, because after that, I know that you will not do. Okay. So all of you, rest of the thing, I think what you are doing, and studying is one of the thing that you have a time and then you have to do that to get its maximum output. Okay. So do not just like uh, try to just give some looseness in your study. Okay. So if you are, and also in these experiments, okay, better if you do it on time. If you do this experiment, then some work is already done. Okay. And where are the rest one? Only 10, 10 and 12. So it is a class of almost nearly 300 students, but only 10. And rest of them are okay. Sanchita, what the values you have given means you just try to give the exact value that I have given. Okay, you try to give the exact value from your circuit. You just see the circuit and try to give the exact values. And if you are facing any problem, then you can share the screen with us. Sanchita, if you do not get proper values, you can share the screen so that I can, if I can point it out some mistakes, then I can tell you. Yes, let me show the graph. I want to see the circuit that you have made. But how can I see? Because if you can share the screen, then I can see. Or you can also send me the screenshot. Okay, so that I can see the graph or maybe the circuit. I need to see the circuit, then only I can means diagnose the fault. Sanchita, can you share your screen? Using this chat, can you send? Using this chat or in your WhatsApp or anything, you can send. You can share the graph with us. In my WhatsApp number, you can also send, or in the chat also you can send, or else you can also share the screen. And also, okay, and also check whether this connection is there or not. This connection is also again required. Okay, after this capacitor, let me remove that. Okay, after this capacitor, you should connect to that. Okay, this connection should be there, and inside that you connect this T1. I think that can be a reason why it is coming as straight line. Okay. Anyone facing any problem other than Sanchita? Sanchita, you just see your circuit again. I think it will be clear. Okay, so I think most of you have done your one stage, single stage RC coupled amplifier. Now, okay. So, PYC ma'am, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so the single stage amplifier, I think most of them has done. So I think we should now proceed to our two-stage RC coupled amplifier. And students, from now on, PYC ma'am will teach you about the uh, two-stage RC coupled amplifier. Okay, sum up. Uh, okay, one student have said me in WhatsApp about this output. Okay, so I think it is coming correctly. Okay, so I don't know his or her name. Okay, so okay, the student who have sent me the output in my WhatsApp, it is correct. Okay, okay, now PYC ma'am, stage is yours.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. So, I already told you about the one stage. Now we'll learn two stage. Okay. Is this screen is visible to you? Is this screen is visible? Two stage RC coupled amplifier.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can take a 5 minutes break. After that, I'll start. Okay. I'll start from 3-7. Now it's 3-2. I'll start from 3-7. Take a break. Okay, now we'll start from two-stage RC couple amplifier. So you already know what is one stage and what is the basic idea of the RC couple. Now, if you can say one thing, that if you add parallelly the two number of one stage RC couple amplifier, that will made you two stage. Okay, so when the gain in the circuit is a major concern, in such cases, multiple stages for the amplifier are designed. So that means that is quite obvious that if you use one stage, that how much you can amplify your signal. If you use two stage, that will obviously amplify more. The purpose of this design is that it can improve the performance by increasing the factor of gain in the circuit. Just 1 minute, okay? I have to send one document to another one. So just 1 minute, I'll be. Okay. So next point is, after the processing of the signal in the first stage of the output of the first stage, the amplifier is connected to the second stage as an input. That means if we connect two parallel first stage, then the output of the first stage, that will be of the input of the second stage. If I discuss the circuit, so look at that circuit. This part, follow my cursor. This part is one stage and this part is another stage, right? So when both are connected parallelly, that will produce a two stage. So the output of this phase will be the input of this second phase through this capacitor. So that is the point. So the output of the first stage is the input of the second stage. This made possible with a coupling capacitor present at the output of the first stage. So this capacitor is called coupling capacitor, right? So when we give the output of the first stage as the input of the second stage through the capacitor, we have to use here one capacitor. So that is called coupling capacitor. Third point is, one can observe after processing occurs at the second stage, the output signal obtained has an increased gain factor. We'll discuss what is gain factor, and it is in phase with the input signal. In this way, the two-stage RC couple amplifier works. So that means if you come to this graph, one-stage amplifier, you can see that the blue line is our input and green line is our output, right? So when we give this as a input, it will produce this output where the signal is amplified. Here the amplitude is more than the output amplitude is more than the input one. And one important point, that is output should be in different phase. This is in that phase, but this is in another phase. So there is the main difference, main characteristics of this amplifier, of this graph, is the input and the output line not will be in a same phase. Got it? But when you use two-stage, this green line is input, blue line is output. Here you can see that the input one and the output one both are in the same phase. Why it will happen? When we use this one, if we calculate the output from that point, that is the output of the first stage and input of the second stage. If we calculate at that point, we can see a graph that is related to this, right? When this green line acts as an input of the second phase, it will again change its phase and then it will come to the same phase of the input signal. So that's why when we are using two-stage RC couple amplifier, here both the input signal and the output signal should be in the same phase. So that is the main characteristics of the two-stage RC couple. So when you are using or when you are as you are a CSE student, you don't have to think much about this. You just understand the characteristics of both the RC single phase and the two phase, and you try to understand the characteristics of graph. So that is the important part. So now there is some important component. So first one is R1. That should be R2, right? It was a typing mistake. So that is R1 and R2. This actually bring a transistor in an active region. So this is R1 and this is R2. Why we should use this one? This two is used for transfer the transistor in an active region. This is the transistor you all know. Second one is RE. RE means resistor ammeter or ammeter resistor. So every transistor have a unique output point and ammeter resistor is used to stabilize the output point of the transistor. That means here this R4 is RE, right? So this is RE, resistor ammeter, and it will help to stabilize the output point of a transistor. What is output point? Every transistor have a specific point where the transistor is become active. So that is called output point. So it will stabilize the output point of a transistor. Third one is C, that is ammeter capacitor or bypass capacitor. When we'll make this circuit, we have to use C. Why? Because if we don't use this one, there will be a voltage drop down in RE. So what is RE? This is RE, we all know already. And this capacitor C2 is called C. So if we don't use C in the parallel of that, there will be a voltage drop down. And what is a voltage drop down? If there is a voltage drop down in this circuit, there will be a difference of voltage or current which I want to transfer from this phase to this phase. There will be a huge difference because there will the R4 is, that means the resistor ammeter, there is a voltage drop down. So that's why that is not acceptable, or you can say that we don't want this type of output because we want a good output, we want a good amplifier. So that's why for a good connection we must have to connect this R4, that means the resistor ammeter and the capacitor ammeter both in parallel. The fourth one is C1. What is C1? C1 is this capacitor. So C1, if there is a DC component in our AC signal, C1 will stop. Because capacitor offer an infinite reactor to DC signal. When you will study the theory part, you can you know that there is a factor that is capacitor reactor, that is 1 by 2 pi mu c. So mu is our capacitor value. So if when there is a DC component, that means the mu is very low. And there may be, if the capacitance is very big or very capacitance value is high means that in that case that is the infinite, right? So there will be a huge voltage drop down. So that's why the capacitor offer an infinite reactor to DC signal, but it can works comfortably in AC signal. So we connect the C1 to filter the DC component basically. And the last one is CC, that is coupling capacitor. We all know this is called coupling capacitor, and coupling capacitor is used to connect both in between these two one stage RC couple amplifier, right? So we will draw this circuit in our multisim. Okay, so what is gain and bandwidth? If you can say what is gain, gain is basically that V out by V in or I out by I in. Bandwidth can be considered to be the major factor during the amplification of the signal. This can be even influence the gain factor. Right. So bandwidth and the gain that actually depend with each other. But the curve or the graph is plotted in between the values of gain and the frequency of the amplifier. The resultant curve obtained is known as the frequency response of that particular amplifier. The bandwidth is the difference between the high and low frequency. So if you see here, this is time and voltage graph, right? And from that point, we can identify the frequency. So the difference between the high and low frequency, that is the bandwidth, in which the gain remains at the higher value. So you all know what is gain. Gain is V out by V in. Bandwidth is the difference between the high and low frequency. And it could be seen in the below graph that at lower frequency, the gain is also because the gain is low because the reactance of the capacitor is low at a lower frequency. What is reactance? Reactance is what I already told you, that reactance factor X is equal to 1 by 2 pi mu c. So when the mu is very low, then the capacitor, the reactance value of a capacitor is low at the lower frequency point. Similarly, at the higher frequency point, the CE acts as a short circuit. So when it will act as a short circuit, it will again create a low gain. Low gain means we cannot produce a high frequency output. So that's why that in that region, the low frequency and the high frequency, both the gain is low. But at the middle point, it is not in a fixed point, but it's a stabilized point, right? So we can assume this part as 0 to 50 hertz this part is 50 hertz to 20 20 kHz, I think. It's a proper value, but I cannot remember now. Maybe it's 20 kilohertz, and this part is more than 20 kilohertz. So that is an assume. So this is what about the basic idea. We don't need to draw this graph of our experiment, this experiment. We just have to draw our circuit and the output that we can see in the multisim only. No need to calculate our gain, no need to compare it with the frequency. Okay, so go to the RC multisim. Everyone create the circuit with me, okay? So up to this is basically one phase. So again, we have to connect the coupling capacitor and then another phase.